motion. Wrist cluster 3 feet.
Good motion, copy clearance.
Good motion. 6 inches to go on the GTA.
6 inches.
A little less than 3 feet for your wrist cluster.
Okay, thank you.
From inside the station, Mission Specialist Julie Payette and Pilot Doug Hurley working the station's robotic arm to move it away and give the battery here clearance so that Cassidy can
Copy, good motion.
hand it down to Marshburn.
Good motion.
Good motion.
Tom, I'm leaning back. Continue, Doug.
Continue motion.
And you can see the battery now removed.
Stop motion, Doug.
Stop motion.
Tom, how's that clearance? You got about 3 feet. Watch out for the, here's a new thing, Chris, the scuff plate. I'm also confirming clear of 5. Everything looks good. Continue pitching down. All right. Slowly go in. Watch that whiff up above. I see it. I see it. Coming in a little bit to your right. A little bit to your right. Continue in. Nice and slow. Nice job. Below the plane. Continue up about your. There you go. You're over the bottom battery now. Continue sliding it in. You're up on the guides on the right side. Little pitch down. Thank you. Did you feel it? I did. There you go. All right.
Nice work, guys.
Chris, once you
View here from
PGT settings on there. Okay, Tim, ready for PGT settings.
View here from Tom Marshburn's helmet camera at the third new battery being installed on the P6 solar array.
It'll be with me, Tim. I'll be talking to you for a second. And say settings.
It's that's right. Alpha 6, clockwise 2.
Okay. Alpha 6. Get it all set up and read them to you. Okay. Alpha 6. Clockwise 2. Program torque of 8.3. Okay, Tom, here we go.
Tom, we're doing that H2 bolt first, and you can expect 16 to 17 turns.
H2 on my left by the blind light connector. Got PGT on, I'm doing a little, yeah, that's 2.78 turns there. Okay. Starting again. After 2.78 turns, starting again. There you go. I see the indicator moving. I can see it jacking in. You got it. I see both.
View of Marshburn driving in the first of the 2 bolts that will secure the battery to the electrical assembly.
Okay, H2 is in.
Hey, Tom, can I get torque in turns?
8.1 on the torque, 19.53 on the turns, tracked 2.78 for total turns. Reset the turn. There you go.
All right, Tom, you can expect 5 to 6 turns.
Okay. I see Alpha 6, clockwise 2. Turning. Okay, Tim, torqued out at 8.2 and 5.3 revs.
Nice, Tom.
And that's the first of the new batteries installed for this spacewalk.
For the EVA, you guys are doing a great job.
The third of
Okay, Aki, I cut you off. Say again.
We're good to press.
That means they're satisfied with the way it is now. Tim?
Hey, Aki, I want clarification of what press means. If
Yes,
we're clear to go ahead and continue with the procedure, then we'll do that.
Yeah, you can leave it in the current config and you can proceed with the next.
Copy. Thanks, Aki. Right, Chris, we're clear to go ahead and close the MLI.
Okay. I will let Tom take care of that whenever he gets time for it. Still in the V-bag over here, Chris? Yeah. No rush. I'm just saying I won't egress my APFR to do the MLI. Yeah.
At 2 hours and 18 minutes into today's 7.5-hour spacewalk. That is the first of the old batteries now installed on the integrated cargo carrier. In all, that's 4 of the old ones now, but the first today.
All right. Got a... The Victor bag is third.
Arm is in motion.
Roger. I see it. All good motion. Making distance.
Be good motion. And Tommy, if you have any issues, you need us to stop, just yell. Otherwise, we'll keep going.
Okay, Doug.
The next position.
Roger. Tim, I've got Bravo 7 counterclockwise 2 set.
Great, good call. And for that H1 bolt, 10 turns, expect release at 6.
Tom, are you in your spot? I'm in my happy spot. Seven turns. I saw the bolt, felt the bolt move, and I saw the indicator hop. And throw the extra 3 turns in there. There's a hop.
Sounds good, 11 turns. And,
all right.
You can
3 turns. 4, there's the binding. 5, 6, 7, this is the peak. 8. And it released the high torque back to normal.
nice work.
go. I see it now. Good motion.
Hey, good motion. And just Tommy, the arms coming in, the wrist joint is somewhat near you, just a heads up.
Copy, John. 4 feet and closing from truss.
Copy that.
Good motion, continue.
You in.
Three and a half feet and closing. Good motion, continue. Push the truss 3 feet.
Copy that, Tom, thanks.
Continue.
Copy.
Wrist truss 2.5. And stop motion.
Stop motion.
NGCA.
NGCA.
Tom, can you come over? Getting ready to. Just stand by. Yes, I can. On your end, grade A, Chris. Okay. I feel like I go over the top to that side. Any reason not to? No, go ahead. Okay. Can't think of any reason not to. Okay. Although I've taken the NOI off of these already, or the quarter turns off. Here, let me see your hand. Okay, that'll help. Thanks. Here, let's hold a little better. Thank you. Tom, I'm not catching the thread. Okay. No MOI interference. Let's see if it's. No, it's still not catching. Can you hold? Yeah, that for just a second. You're clear of MLA on this side. There we go.
While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and read the steps from the list here from the crib sheet.
Nice job, Chris. Getting pretty high torque here. We torqued out at 13 turns. Indicator is not in the lock position. 15.8 foot-pounds with a green light.
Good copy. H1 expect. Okay, let me go through the steps here. First one is verify pushing while installing, which you did. That overcomes the anti-rotation device. Verify relieving side loading, pushing down an H1 into box. You can do that, but I don't think that's the issue. If high running.
Jim, let me verify PTT settings with you for braking torque. Battery Foxtrot.
Okay, and H1 bolt first. You want Alpha 7, counterclockwise 2.
Thank you.
And Tom, for the brake torque, the 5 turns is max. As soon as you brake torque, then that's sufficient, and you can just read us what those turns are. And
Tom, I see you got your socket swap done. Yep, and I had a good pull test on it. That's all.
This is Mission Control Houston, the team here in Houston, talking with crew on board Endeavour, as well as Chris Cassidy and Tom Marshburn, our 2 spacewalkers for today. They're just taking a look at the timeline where the crew is. They continue to work very well through the procedures for today as they swap out this battery. They're working on battery E or Echo. This is one of the new batteries. They're going to remove it from this integrated cargo carrier, move it out onto the port truss, and install it there. After they finish that, they've got one more old one to install from the truss and to move back over to the integrated cargo carrier. One more new one to remove from the ICC and move back out to the port truss. And then we'll go out and grab battery 1, which is out on temporary stowage.
All right, Tim, I'm ready to drive.
So far, the astronauts in the suits are performing well. The only limiting consumable is oxygen. Right now, they have enough air to make it to the 7.5-hour mark. But if the timeline keeps on going the way that it is going, Houston will continue to monitor it. And it may be necessary for Cassidy and Marshburn to make their way back to the Quest airlock to recharge their suits with oxygen. That is about a half-hour process. It would probably extend today's spacewalk into the 8-hour mark, or 8.5-hour mark is what they're looking at. If this spacewalk does last that long, it would come in as the second longest spacewalk of all time. Right now, the longest spacewalk is 8 hours and 56 minutes. That took place on shuttle mission STS-127. It was conducted by Jim Voss and Susan Helms back in March of 2001. So the team in Houston will continue to take a look at how the spacewalk goes. They will make a call after they get this new battery removed from the ICC and put out there on the truss, and they have a better sense of exactly how all this is going to shake out. But so far, everything else is working fine. The carbon dioxide levels are exactly what they expect them to be. The suit's powers are looking good. They can extend on into the 9-hour mark, so everything is good to go on that front. So we will continue to monitor Cassidy and Marshburn's progress. Right now, you're looking at Chris Cassidy's helmet cam as they continue to work on this battery E.
Okay, good data. Clockwise 2.
Good call back, Chris. H2, 16 to 17 turns.
There we go.
If you guys would mind damping that arm out just a touch.
Okay, good.
Convenience.
High running torque at 11.3 turns, 16.2 foot-pounds, green LED. Indicator is not all the way over.
Chris, say again, number of turns?
11.2.
Okay, sounds good. How about H1 bolt, 5 to 6 turns?
I don't think it's
my
good.
bad, my bad. So we're taking a look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, we've gone through this before. I think Bravo 7 is a good selection. And Frank Houston, do you concur with Bravo 7, clockwise 2 for the H2 bolt?
Houston concurs.
Roger. Chris, I don't know if I'm doing you any favors by coming over there at this point. No, well, MOI on battery Charlie, or Delta. Just as I said that, I got 5.12 turns, 25.5 foot-pounds, green LED. I don't know if you can see my helmet camera, but the silver stripe of the bar is just even with the line of the lock.
And Chris, I missed number of turns. Sorry, say again.
5.1.
Okay, and one more time the description on the lock indication.
Roger that.
Control Houston, the Quest airlock being slowly and steadily repressurized with Chris Cassidy and Tom Marshburn inside. To recap once more today's spacewalk, this is the fourth one of the mission. It began at 8:54 a.m. Central Time. It ended at 4:06 p.m. Central Time. The total time was 7 hours and 12 minutes. This was the 129th spacewalk in support of the assembly and maintenance of the International Space Station. The total time for all of those spacewalks is now at 805 hours and 42 minutes. This was the 101st spacewalk conducted out of the station's airlocks. As we mentioned, it is the 4th spacewalk for the STS-127 mission. The total time for that is now 25 hours and 36 minutes. It was the 2nd spacewalk for Chris Cassidy. He now has a total time of 13 hours and 11 minutes under his belt. It was also the 2nd spacewalk for Tom Marshburn, who now has 14 hours and 5 minutes.